Underground reaction. I got another video for you. This one right here, basically showing you a clip from Controversy Radio's little documentary they made on Suge being basically the only one who lost out after Tupac's death, and how everyone else came up and how everyone else kind of made out like big dogs, big fat cats. Everyone else kind of came up, made a bigger name for themselves than they had beforehand. He's the only one that's lost, but there's some good stuff in here, and I think you need to see it. And we'll stop along the way and comment and react to it. Here you go.
A lot of people said that I think that you had something to do with Tupac's murder.
By the way, if anybody here watching this knows anything about this, Snoop Dogg was the first person to accuse Suge of killing Tupac. The narrative didn't get thrown out there until Snoop told police officers that arrested him and Daz Dillinger after a award show, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly, you'll see.
Conversation between Snoop and an unnamed LA Sheriff's Lieutenant. Officer, I think I know who killed Tupac. Snoop, I do too. The guy who was seated next to him. Officer, you mean Suge Knight? Snoop, yes.
Outsider's opinion doesn't matter because their opinion is going my way. Somebody in the media, somebody else says trying to cover up their own tracks.
You hear what Suge said? Someone in the media or someone out there trying to cover up their own tracks. Peep it.
So I walk up to him like maybe 3 hours into the flight, sit next to him like.
Now Snoop is referring to how him and Tupac's last interaction before, a couple days before Tupac was shot in Vegas. This is the interaction they had when they were leaving New York on a private flight back to LA, and how they were at odds, and Tupac didn't want shit to do with them because Tupac was irate that he went on the radio and said that Puffy and Biggie were his homeboys.
You going to Vegas, cuz? He turned on me like this, started talking to somebody else.
As he had told us that he was not going there with his words, them sellout niggas.
That's Tupac's ex-bodyguard, Michael Moore, referring to Snoop and the Dog Pound as sellout you-know-whats. He was talking about that he was not going to go to Vegas with them. He was going to go to Vegas with his own clique.
What man gonna turn around and say, hey, shoot him and shoot me in the head too when I cover him up?
You hear Tupac screaming at this video shoot. You hear him screaming, if you're looking for Dre, he's not going to be here. He hated Dre. He hated Snoop. He hated the Dog Pound. Let's just keep it real. And they hated him.
Boy, quit looking all sad drunk, man. Quit that. Quit that. Your people in Chicago will be mad at the motherfucker. Michael Jordan don't want to play basketball tonight. I'm the only person that lost when Pac moved on.
You hear that? Because it's the truth. Suge is the only one who lost out when Pac died.
Music mogul Suge Knight is being held tonight on $2 million bail, accused of a fatal hit and run.
Not only did I lose the idea of a friend you can have or a little brother you can have.
Anyone that witnessed the interaction between Suge and Tupac always saw them having fun, having a good time. It was like big brother, little brother. There was a lot of people that were jealous of it. There was a lot of people that didn't like it. And it is what it is. But a lot of people lie and they sugarcoat and they try to, just keep going.
Pac was one of those incredible artists that I know for a fact he's worth way more alive than dead. Pac got shot up in New York. I shot him a bulletproof vest, Death Row logo, talking about, yeah. That's right. You know, I know it's,
lick your wounds. Suck it up, tighten up your boots. You know what I mean?
Through every dark night, there's a bright day after that. So no matter how hard it gets, stick your chest out.
One of the victims died. Knight's attorney says he was attacked and he was trying to escape in his truck when the incident took place.
Just a guy that was broken down by the government. Had probably $1 million a month, scraping up $4,000 or $5,000 a month just to survive.
It kind of gives you a feeling of superiority.
I think people have this perception of him that he's this monster that wakes up every morning looking for trouble, and that's exactly who he isn't. I think his nickname, Sugar Bear, kind of describes him perfectly, and it's one of those nicknames that, you become who you are. And, he is a big guy. He's like a bear, and he protects his loved ones. I'm now raising our son and trying to explain to him that, Daddy didn't do anything wrong.
They don't want me happy. They don't want me to see my dad today.
Tell her, and you tell her, he's the sweetest guy in the world. It's like, we'll freak you out. Nobody's gonna know that, but yeah.
Shout out to my homie Big Suge for paving the way so I can make my music. Wait. The East Coast don't love Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
It's getting crazy after dark. These knocks be like trying to shut me down, but I'm too smart. Now Benjamin's scared of the penitentiary. I've been moving these things since the days of elementary. Now tell me what you need when you see me. I'm stacking G's, buying all the things on TV. I got some killers on my payroll.
Suge's the only one that lost out and the only one that fell off after Pac and Biggie died. Look at Diddy, look at Jay-Z, look at Dr. Dre, look at Snoop Dogg. Come on, man.
When it's time to handle business, nigga, lay low. Although I'm young, I'm still coming up. I'm getting paid, pulling raises on niggas when they running up. The first to pull the strap when there's drama. Buster, you ain't heard. I'm under pressure. The stressor had me drinking, thinking niggas after me. Much too paranoid to blink. Wonder why the police don't wanna sleep stacking G's. They after a blink, but I will let them capture me.
A party hosted by singer Chris Brown ended in...
See, Suge's been telling people for years that there's people trying to kill him. The Dre's try to have him killed. Other people try to have him killed. Nobody wants to believe it. And the cops don't seem to care because of the ties and, the big, famous and rich, powerful Jewish friends that Dr. Dre has.
Violence. 3 people were shot, including a famous rapper. It happened on Sunset Boulevard near Doheny Drive in West
She's tripping because Suge's not a famous rapper. He's a rap mogul.
Hollywood.
Snippets of a memorable night that quickly turned unforgettable. Chaos in the club after gunfire rang out.
Before I knew it, everyone ran and got on the floor.
Haley Bell and hundreds of others came to One Oak nightclub in West Hollywood Saturday night to see singer Chris Brown. He hosted an album release party at the upscale club, but around 1:30 Sunday morning, someone opened fire inside, shooting 3 people, sending this crowd scrambling. Sunday, investigators kept Sunset Boulevard closed, searching for a weapon, looking for information. Investigators tell us more than 7 shots were fired inside. One hit a 32-year-old man in the hand. Another bullet struck a 19-year-old girl, and rap mogul Suge Knight, seen here on the Arsenio Hall show earlier this year, was shot 5 times, but he still managed to stumble out of the club on his own before being rushed to the hospital.
Now, obviously, you had 3 people hit in that club. 2 other people hit once, but Suge was shot 5 times. Obviously, it was somebody trying to kill him. And when you find out all the information from the club that night and what was going on, there was some shady shit going on. The shooter was let in through the back by an off-duty LA Sheriff's Department officer. Yes, and I had heard that before it was reported on TMZ.
And with so many videos and pictures being posted on social media and so many people here inside the club, investigators are hoping that someone comes forward with some sort of information about the shooter.
My life's in danger, rolling down the 4-5. Beware strangers, hand on my 45. That's what the fame does. I'm probably wrong, but I'll never know it till I'm gone. From out the gutter where the jealous motherfuckers roam. That's the reason high speeds when the cops crash. As I laugh, pushing the gas when my clocks blast. We was young and we was dumb, but we had heart. In the dark where we survived through the bad parts. Many dreams is what I had, and plenty wishes. No hesitation and extermination of these snitches. And these bitches, they still continue to pursue me. A couple of movies, now the whole world trying to screw me. Even the cops try to sue me. So what can I do but stay true? Sipping 22s of brewing. Now the media is trying to test me. Got the press asking questions, trying to stress me. Misery is all I see, that's my mind state. My history with the police to shake the crime rate. That the gunman who came in was allowed in by an off-duty sheriff's deputy. There is video of that shooter and this deputy at LAX where the shooter made his escape afterwards. The deputy helped this gunman flee the country. Orders on death row. And making my household name. Shout out to my homie for paving the way.
Pac wanted to leave death row, and that's why he was killed. Where do you think those rumors came from?
Because of the motherfuckers who feared Pac the most. Probably his competition.
Whatever he wanted, he got. His vision was everything that you've seen. He told us what to do, how to dress. He wanted this to happen. He wanted that to happen. Like he was a visionary. He was 50 times ahead of me.
When Jimmy Iovine heard, I thought that Pac was dead, right? First thing he said was, "You can't beat a dead man in sales."
When Pac and Suge got together, it created a very volatile situation. They were going to do what they were going to do, and we couldn't control that.
He said,
You see that? They were going to do what they were going to do. We couldn't control that. There was a whole industry of motherfuckers fearing Tupac and Suge, namely Dr. Dre, Diddy, Snoop, Jay-Z, etc.
lucky as fuck, you didn't hit the jackpot. Jimmy turned back around and did a deal and signed Puffy as an artist on Interscope.
After Tupac was murdered, Jimmy Iovine signs Diddy as an artist to Interscope Records. Peep that shit out. Come on, man. Everything is there.
That dream becomes a nightmare. You gotta be a cold ass short. Period. Artists on death row and making my household name before they even put a record out. Like everybody knew who Danny Boy was and he didn't have a record out. But I want to talk about something else first.
I'm going to end the video right here, but what I wanted to say was the narrative for years has been spun that Biggie was murdered by, that Suge Knight had ties to that he also had ties to Pac's murder. Who do you think are the ones throwing that out there? Who do you think are the ones that been saying that for years, that threw it out there first to throw people off? It's like Tupac said, like Suge Knight said, it's motherfuckers throwing that out there to cover up their own tracks. It's plain as daylight to see. You got to be stupid not to see all the facts are there. There's so much more other shit out there that points to Snoop, Diddy, Dre, all them. Who feared them the most? Who feared Pac and Suge the most? Who hated them the most? What happened before Tupac got shot in Vegas? You know the truth. It's not hard to see. A blind man could see it. This has been another video. It's been another Underground Reaction. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.